Hello, this is Michelle with the Glimmers of Intuition, and I just wanted to say that how you see yourself is so powerful, and the beautiful thing about this is if you haven't seen yourself as, amazing or good enough just as you are, you can start today by telling that story instead of the other story, the other narratives that have been playing out. I remember back when I had a really great job as a medical diagnostics rep, and it was one that I kind of had worked into the capacity. I didn't go to school. I was a medical biller by trade, but I had the know-how to, have with my personality, just have a consultative sale, not necessarily looking to gain anything, but at the time, the doctor that I worked for, he was like, always bring value. So the value would be, if there was patients that I could help in their payer mix that we weren't currently servicing, or just knowledge about, materials and just stuff in the, the world, or not a world, but in the pathology world. And from there, it really has given me a lot of insight into just being kind of better in business, better as a human being. It kind of enriched my relationships. But why I'm telling this story is I had a narrative that good things don't last. And I had a narrative that, and that story was kind of seeping into every aspect of my life. Like, at the time when I was married, and my finances, it kind of had this, it was kind of a story that I don't even know where I picked it up. And if you've picked up a story like that, it doesn't even matter. What matters is the awareness that I don't want to tell that story anymore. And so you start telling yourself a new story. And what, the mind is, especially your subconscious mind, is so powerful. And it's not like you have to go through this massive healing journey and you have to figure out and you have to point fingers as to where you got these limiting beliefs. Because I know with me, like, a lot of it was like movies that I was watching. If you think of songs, your subconscious mind works on repetition. So if you constantly, are taking in that, I don't know, for instance, if you're listening to songs that men ain't shit, and then you are wondering why, you're having, bad relationships, well, you might want to look at that, story, and see and look at things in a different lens rather than the lens that, that everybody is a problem, or, I don't know, it's just the lens that you take life in, like you look through, is what you'll receive. So if you want to work with me, check the comment box below. Until next time, take care of yourself.